And now, top of the old cruise in with the Mustang man. All-Star Plumber. Call them. They are dang good. Tell Chase I asked for him personally. Andy Pruitt Ford was over there this week and give me a Buick to drive. Brad Stovall down the road in Tanner. Austin Smith and all the great folks. Jerry down at Jimmy Smith GMC right down the road. And, hey,
Johnny
come over here. Grab him a microphone.
John, my man. John Dees.
John Dees, my friend. Joseph, what's happening in the car business? We'll let John get ready.
Well, a lot of car shows. I was able to go to a car show this past weekend. I haven't been able to go a lot lately, but over in Harvest at Ford's Chapel, they had a good car show over there. I took a few pictures Brad put together. Look at that Studebaker pickup. That thing.
Studebaker. Johnny Lee Dees, you probably used to drive one of those.
I did.
That thing was gorgeous.
I've driven them all.
Yeah, it was, man, I'll tell you, I'd never seen one that beautiful. That would have been my vote for the day. This car was a Plymouth. You don't typically you see a lot of Chevys and Fords, but a Plymouth just immaculate. I would dare say that car's probably worth about $200,000 if I had to guess.
Really?
Wow.
The paint on it was gorgeous. To be a small show, there was a lot of good cars at this. There's all the information on that particular car.
What's going on this weekend? Any car shows?
A lot of
Any
stuff
at
this
Elkmont?
weekend. Yes, there is actually. Friday night is a cruising. I'm actually helping with that one. There's the list right there on it. Downtown Elkmont, they're giving away $250 for the People's Choice for that one. It's really, the live music is going on from 6 to 10, but if you want to roll in early, they're not going to block the downtown streets off because they want to allow people to cruise through the downtown streets with their car. So don't miss that one. It's free to enter. That's kind of unusual. Doesn't even cost you anything. Here's another one over in Hazel Green. I've been to this show before. It's very good. It's at St. Rebecca's Church. All the benefits for that one is for the American Cancer Society. So take a look at that one. A lot of prizes. The door prizes at that show are phenomenal. Then if you're a Mopar guy, there's a show for you in Coleman this weekend from 8 to 3. There's a contact info for that one. I got a bunch on here, Brad. This one is over in Gurley, over behind the Piggly Wiggly there off of Highway 72. $20 to enter that one. Tons of door prizes and equipment, and that one's to benefit the local police there. Then Nakalula Falls, that one's all weekend, Friday, Saturday. I don't know if they do that one on Sunday afternoon, but Friday and Saturday. This is one they've had for years, but they retitled it and new people are in charge of it, so that's why it's called the second annual. That show's really been going on for about 30 years. And then in Stevenson, it's the Depot Days. You ever been to that one?
I've been to Stevenson. Railroad track right through town.
Well, I've just never been to the Depot
been
Days
everywhere.
there.
North Alabama.
You have.
That's right.
So 9 to 1 on that one. So
I'm now referred to John as Rover Pope now that I'm in the wedding. I don't want to put you a dusty out. No.
Oh, and then I forgot about this one.
I think your jobs are safe.
I forgot about this one. This one is to benefit a Nepal mission trip that they're doing over at Wall Highway Baptist Church. That's in Madison off of Wall Triana. That's a good show. I've heard a lot of people talking about supporting that one. So get out this weekend. If you don't go to a car show this weekend, something's wrong.
And you'll be judging the Grease Festival.
Everywhere.
I won't be going because I'll be judging at the Athens Grease Festival. So
Johnny Lee, what brings you out early this morning?
Well, I just thought I wanted to come hang out with my movie star friend, and my great pastor buddy, who I'll probably be with next week. That's right. Absolutely, and y'all at VBS, and I was looking around with all the kids and all the wonderful things at VBS, and I was thinking, this church wouldn't even be here without Jamie and Gloria Cooper, and I just wanted to come by and say hey this morning. And
well, I just talked about you in the beginning about that text I got this morning at 2:30. Y'all can be doing the show in the morning. Yeah. I guess you already put your in bed now.
You probably woke them up.
That's right. I decided to wake up and come see you guys.
Our favorite city councilman and the biggest Auburn fan in here talking about he was discussing Auburn's upcoming football season.
Yeah. I think we'll probably be national champs this year.
Hey, you know, the best way we can shut everybody up is if we beat Clemson.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would be a good one.
I just want that quarterback to pull his hamstring about 3 days ago. That's right.
All right, let's just see what's going on down at church. We all got yellow shirts. It's
VBS.
Bible school all week.
Yeah, got Submerged VBS this week. Got family night tonight, so all of our kids will be inviting their parents. We got the hot dogs and we got blow-ups and all the water things for the
Got
kids.
beautiful weather for it, too.
Outdoor
Yeah, we do. Really
activities.
Perfect.
good weather. So their kids are
Be
great.
fun.
Well, they're really hyper.
Yeah, I see them coming in now there.
We've been
ain't
having a lot of kids, and so it's been a great week. I appreciate all of our volunteers.
How many volunteers does it take to put this on?
It takes over 100.
Yeah.
At least.
Well over 100 for that many children.
And next week at East, Lindsay Lane.
Right.
You can
Next
register
week,
them
Lindsay Lane East begins their Vacation Bible School. So, and theirs is at night.
We're averaging about 550 students.
Yeah, we're averaging
per day so
550
far.
something a day. So, anyway, we've had a great week, and they have theirs next week, and they'll have it at night because they don't, people work. So we used to have ours at night when we first started too.
Yeah, we did.
Now, John, is it going on Cross Point this week, too?
Yeah, it's going. We only have 2 kids, but they're huge kids. They're great, big kids.
There's always a bunch
That's right.
of
That's
kids
right.
there.
That's big
And
kids.
they're there every day, right?
Yeah, they're big. They're big.
Loyal.
Anything else we know about Lindsay Lane?
Now, just concluding the series on All In this week. So, we're going to be talking about D groups, how to get in a D group, how to lead a D group.
Thanks
all
for
those things.
videotaping me, Glory, and Freddie in our D group.
People see you
How come
enough.
Wayne
Y'all
and-
kind of behind the scenes, see ya?
Yeah, Wayne and Danny gets
Because
front
he's a
billing on
movie
that.
Well, they pay
star.
more,
Yeah,
so
he's a
y'all
movie
have to
star.
get off the hill.
Hey, John, I'm going to talk a little bit as we go out here in a couple of minutes about
Sure.
Muhammad Ali dying. Did you ever meet Muhammad Ali?
I did not. No.
No, but John tells a story, and I want you to tell the story right quick. I'm going to go to Bob Labby boxing Muhammad Ali back in the early 80s, Channel 31. He's got his gloves autographed. I mean, that.
Oh, wow.
But you were in a restaurant one day, and you met Hulk Hogan. Tell us
Sure
that story
did.
right quick.
Oh, okay. I was just north of Nashville, Tennessee. I was just north of Nashville, Tennessee. It was back in the day when you had to make well, you had to use a payphone to call anybody. So I'm in the lobby and all of a sudden this little MG comes pulling into the parking lot, and this humongous man, about shoulder length, Fu Manchu, and blonde hair, and this guy, little teeny shorts and a muscle shirt.
That
Walking
could've been
in.
you.
Well, of course. And I was about 2 years out of having played football at Auburn, and he comes in and sits down in the booth, and I couldn't believe this guy.
Like in awe of
I
his
couldn't.
beauty.
And I walked up to him and I said, "Sir, I've just finished playing 4 years of college football." And I said, "I have never seen anyone who looks like you."
Because he's our age.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, he's right, exactly. And he told me he was a wrestling guy, a circuit wrestler. And I said, how big are your biceps? And he says, "You mean these 23.5-inch pythons?" Wow. Just like this. And he was just amazing, 60-inch chest.
Wasn't he just got doing Rocky?
Oh, and I went home and was telling Nancy all about it. And a few months later, I'm watching Johnny Carson that night, and Sylvester Stallone comes on, and he's talking about his upcoming new movie, and they had to find this guy, and he was in New York City and on closed circuit TV, and he saw this guy, and he said, "That's my perfect man," because Rocky was going to fight the heavyweight wrestling guy,
Thunderlips.
and ended up being Hulk Hogan, which made him a household name. Him and Mr. T, after that.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was the nicest guy in the world and the single most impressive human being face to face that I've ever seen.
You told me the same thing.
Well, I have. I just say I say whatever I need, buddy.
All right. You're a preacher. You got to. All right. Let's go out with Bob Labby, one of my bestest buddies in the world, fighting Muhammad Ali. I think it's probably early 80s.
It is.
And Bobby fought him for a couple of minutes, and it was one of the best things he ever did. We'll see y'all next week. We will be here. But here's Bob Labby fighting Muhammad Ali.
Since he first came on the scene, it's been my dream to slug it out with Muhammad Ali, to see if that left jab was really what it was all cranked up to be. Today, my dream finally came true. Ali's agenda began at Oakwood College with a meeting with some of the college students. Next, it was a trip to the mental health center with a visit to the children. The next stop would be the one I will never forget. I got a head start on the champ with the gloves. Then, the all-important protective headgear. It was then that fright entered my body, as well as my mind. To be honest about it, I was scared to death. I loosened up with my famous quick footwork.